Hi, and thanks for tuning in once again to Go DeLeo Realty and our YouTube channel here. We got a great feature today. We're talking to one of our strategic partners, and that's Cody Thompson with Chicago Title. Hey, Cody, how you doing?
Good to see you guys.
We wanted to talk a little bit about what Chicago Title is, but first of all, we want to mention that you really are driving the business development for Chicago Title, but really across multiple locations in DFW. Tell us a little bit about how many locations there are in DFW.
So we're part of Chicago Title DFW here in the North Texas region. We have about 38 offices between our direct and corporate fee offices around the Metroplex.
Yeah.
So I'm over the 6 corporate offices we have in the Collin County area. So I do business development out of the Frisco location, but we're obviously able to transact business all over Texas. So we have a very
that's convenient, right?
Large footprint. Yep. So we offer not only local closings, but we can also do mobile notary closings remote as well.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's a great service. Yeah. But one of the things that customers probably don't really understand is what title companies do offhand. It's always at the end of the day when they start going. They get a buyer, they're going to sell, and now they're going into the closing, and the title company comes in.
Sure.
So let's back up a little bit and talk first. Who is Chicago Title?
Sure. So Chicago Title is part of the Fidelity National Financial parent company. They're based out of Jacksonville, Florida. They're actually a Fortune 500 company, ranked 293 on the Fortune 500 list. Mm-hmm. So what that means to you, it's a strong, stable company. Chicago is actually the oldest title company in the industry. Been around since 1847, so that's a long time.
That's older than me.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's been around.
So you obviously have to be doing something right to be around that long.
Yeah,
and so
that's what I tell Samantha all the time.
Right. So so we are part of the Fidelity family. We have our own underwriters. We have our own title plants. So what that means to you as a consumer is that you have a strong, stable company that you guys have aligned with to serve you, and we have locations all over, thousands of locations all over the country. So if you're relocating from outside of Texas, more than likely there's a Chicago Title office near you, or we can access that through one of our sister companies as well. So
and you bring up a good point too. Is one of the reasons why we love Cody. It is because of the level of service that he brings professionally, but also to the community as a whole. Let's talk a little bit about like the level of the services here at this particular location in Frisco. Sure. If somebody came off the street, all right, and they walked in and they said, "Hey, can somebody tell me what Chicago Title does?"
Sure.
What would that be?
So in essence, we're making sure that give you that peace of mind on one of the largest transactions that you'll probably make in your life. And so we do all the curative due diligence on the back end to make sure that there's no liens or any type of title issues. So there's a clear chain of title that's passed along from one buyer to another seller, or from a seller to a buyer, I should say. So as that property changes hands, we're ensuring that title is clear and in good standing, so it protects you as an owner. So the main thing is that you have something in place, and we've had situations where people have done some stuff illegally or tried to buy properties through other methods and didn't have a clear chain of title, and we have to go back and dispute those type of things on behalf of our clients. So again, it just gives you that peace of mind that what you have is yours.
Yeah. So, now, one of the things that we always mention from Go DeLeo Realty is that a good reason to do business with us is because we like to simplify the entire process. And so when you start talking about that closing process, could somebody do it on their own?
From a consumer standpoint, no, because the resources it takes to do everything we do it's challenging. It's not like credit repair where you can go do your own credit repair. So there's a lot of moving parts from a corporate standpoint that you need to have in place. So between a transaction of the financing involved, if there's financing with a mortgage lender, obviously what you guys do is extremely valuable to help be that trusted advisor and fiduciary for the real estate transaction.
Right.
We have escrow officers that are licensed and trained and certified to do what they do, and we also have attorneys on staff that help kind of guide through the transaction. So when it comes to legal disclosures, addendums, anything pertaining to a transaction, we have resources available. So it takes all of those components coming together that culminate into hopefully a very smooth closing and a transaction that would yield itself for the consumer. So
yeah, well, that's excellent. I mean, this is why we love doing business with you.
Sure.
And we look forward to having more opportunities to do so. Now we're going to have follow-up videos with more about Chicago Title, but let's talk a little bit more about who Cody is.
Sure.
Now, we not only are we aligned from a business perspective, but from our community service and how we are with our families and our faith, we're very closely aligned. Talk to us a little bit about some of the things that you're passionate about within the community that you and your family are doing today.
Awesome. So like Robert mentioned, I think that our core values when we first established a relationship align very well. We've been in the Collin County area for almost 12 years now. We're very active in our local church. We serve through all kinds of sporting events through our kids. We're active in the schools. I currently do a lot of volunteer work with nonprofits. I'm also very active as an outdoorsman in several different nonprofits as well. And so we feel like giving back to the community and serving is definitely something that we need to do more often. And so, I think that at the end of the day, we're here to serve and take care of others. And that's what we try to live those out in our business as well.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about your bride. How long have you been married? What's her name?
Yeah, so Robin and I have been married almost July will be 21 years.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
It's been a fun journey, and we got 3 children, a son who's 15, daughter that's 12, another daughter that's 9. So, and she's a school teacher in the community.
The 9-year-old?
No, my wife.
Robin.
Yes, correct. So,
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And what school district does she teach in?
She teaches in Allen ISD.
Oh, fantastic.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit more about, you mentioned outdoorsman.
Yeah, so growing up as a native Texan, I grew up hunting and fishing, and my family on my mom's side were West Texas farmers, and so I grew up with a love of the land and coming from a conservation perspective. I love spending time outdoors, close to nature, and I kind of feel close to God that way. So it's a good time to kind of decompress from all the hustle and bustle of the city. So love spending time in the woods or on the water with my kids or friends and family, and create a lot of good memories that way too.
Great. Now, what's your favorite? When you go hunting, what's your favorite
type of game?
Yeah. So I'm not a hunter.
Yeah, I got you.
Samantha, she doesn't want me to hunt. She says that's why they created stores.
Yeah.
But I do like hunting, especially from a sport. I mean, we were in Kentucky and West Virginia.
Yeah.
I mean, when deer season came, and there was nobody working.
Right.
Bear season. All that. So, what game do you typically like?
So back in the day when you had to actually go find your food, right?
Yeah.
It's a different perspective. But anything that moves or flies, I consider it something I would enjoy. Primarily right now, I lean into more hog hunting. In Texas, we have a huge wild hog problem.
Oh my
and so
God.
I love practicing hog eradication where we can, and do some predator hunting and turkey hunting. Probably my favorite right now. I've done some deer hunting and duck hunting in the past, but those are the main ones I do right now.
Yeah, well, in California, up in the Central Coast area, there's a lot of wild hogs, and I always wanted to do that.
Extremely destructive animals.
Oh yeah.
So
and I have a buddy who actually comes out here to do hog hunting out of a helicopter.
Helicopter hog hunting.
Have you done that?
I've not done that. It's on my bucket list.
Yeah.
So
I got to hook you up with them.
I'm hoping at some point we'll be able to get that knocked out. But it's a fun opportunity to do that. I mean,
and it is needed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's well, first of all, I love wild boar.
Sure.
So I love that meat.
Yep.
But it's also needed from a conservation perspective out here. right? Because
Well,
they're just tearing up land.
Absolutely. The landowners, it's bad for the crops and some of the agricultural things that
Yep.
go on. And there's a lot of farm-to-table concepts now that utilize the wild hog meat
Yep.
for their staple. So it's a really good thing to kind of the circle of the services out there
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
so they can utilize that.
Well, Cody, we are now at a time where Miss Samantha is
Uh-oh.
going to take you through
Okay.
the lightning round.
Okay.
Now, these are questions that only Samantha knows. I don't even know them.
Okay.
It's like the Waterhouse thing with the Academy Awards. Okay.
Okay.
These have been locked under seal for 2 weeks now. Getting ready for this.
I'm ready for the challenge. Let's go.
All right.
Okay, Cody, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Number 1, texting or talking?
Talking.
All right. Number 2, favorite place to travel?
Anywhere with a beach or mountains.
Okay. That's broad, but I'll take it.
I'll be specific. The Caribbean. I love the
Okay.
Caribbean islands. Yeah, very cool. Yeah.
All right, number 3, nickname your parents gave you.
Well, my handle when we were traveling was Texas Short Dude. Not too many people know
Short
that.
Dude?
Texas Short Dude. That's kind of ironic because I'm really tall.
Yeah.
But back in the day when I was little, that's what
Okay,
I was called.
that's true. You're
That's awesome.
All right. Dogs or cats?
Dogs, definitely.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Favorite holiday?
Wow. Probably Thanksgiving.
Nice.
Thanksgiving, yeah. Christmas would be close second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last concert you went to?
Last concert I went to was actually Maroon 5.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
I love that. That's my favorite band.
Yeah.
Okay. You win.
I
I don't know
am
what you win,
old.
but you win. All right. Cake or pie?
Pie, for sure.
Okay, side note, what's your favorite pie?
Well, I grew up loving apple, pecan,
Yeah.
peach, cherry.
All of them?
All of them.
Okay. Okay, you travel back in time.
Mm-hmm.
What period?
I would say definitely the Old West. I was born 200 years too
Definitely,
late.
I can see that.
the
Okay.
mid-late 1800s.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
All right. And last one. Any superpower, what would it be?
Wow, that's a good one. I've always thought about invisibility.
Nice.
I think you could cause some havoc with that. And,
Yeah.
and then have some fun.
Look
so.
at that grin.
I know. I can
Yeah.
imagine the
I
havoc
think
you're causing.
every young boy has that, but yeah, I think that would be the one. So
Awesome.
cool.
You did good.
there you go. got it.
All right, so we got through the lightning round. Great job.
Yeah.
We alluded to the fact that we're going to have a follow-up video with the team at Chicago Titles. So, Cody, give us a little background on the team and what they do.
So specifically here in our Frisco office, we have 4 escrow officers, but the one that you guys are working and partnered with is Sarah Burnett and her assistant Audra Sexton, and they're a phenomenal team. They've been working together for 7-8 years now. Sarah's arguably one of the top closers in our company, and she's still fairly young in my opinion. So she's been doing this for a while, but over 17 years of experience. So pretty exciting for her. And we also have Kelly Milligan, our attorney, that the clients of the DeLeos have access to through a transaction when you're partnering with Chicago. So behind that, we have our team here at Chicago that is available to assist our clients and you guys. So we'll have a chance to have a conversation with Sarah, and she can learn more about what goes on during the escrow process.
Yeah, and that's fantastic. And so Sarah would be the face that you, as the customer, would see.
Correct. That's right.
Right?
That's right.
So that's great. Cody, we really appreciate the time that you spent with us.
My pleasure.
And hopefully you enjoyed getting to know Cody. And more importantly, knowing that when you do business with Go DeLeo Realty, we got great strategic partners that people that you are going to love doing business with as well.
Absolutely.
So with that, appreciate it, Cody.
Thank you. My pleasure.
And thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring that bell so you get alert to all of the videos that we post in the future. And you can find us on Facebook. Just look for Frisco Area Homes on Facebook. Until next time, thank you for tuning in.
See ya.